Well, the conversation around nose breathing is not a new conversation. In fact, the benefits of it have been spoken about by some groups for thousands of years. However, recently, the conversation around whether nose breathing can radically improve athletics performance has been put forward by a number of top-selling authors, including Patrick McKeown with The Oxygen Advantage and James Nestor with his book Breath. Today, I want to explore 6 of the benefits that these guys speak about that can improve our athletic performance. First benefit of nose breathing, according to these two men, is that nose breathing can enhance the quality of the oxygen that actually hits your lungs. So breathing through the nose allows for a more controlled, deliberate inhalation, which optimizes oxygen uptake and delivery to all of our working muscles. Nasal breathing encourages slower, deeper breath, which enhances the efficiency of oxygen uptake and extraction from the air, improving its utilization when delivered through the body. So when you maximize this oxygen supply, you can experience a heightened endurance, sustained energy throughout the athletics endeavors, specifically throughout your own running performance. The second thing that these guys speak about is enhanced endurance. Now, this sounds a little controversial because at the start, breathing through your nose can be very difficult. We're going to talk about that in just a couple of minutes. But for now, the enhanced endurance comes because nasal breathing promotes breathing down through that diaphragm, which engages it fully and unlocks potential to increase the lung capacity. The deeper breath patterns, it helps athletes endure longer periods of physical exertion while reducing respiratory fatigue. So with improved endurance, you can obviously push your limits and achieve new milestones in your athletic performance. Though it may take a little while for us to reach that point, it is a point that we can get to with a few little changes along the way. The third thing that nasal breathing helps us with is an increased tolerance for carbon dioxide. Now, you know that feeling when you start to be desperate for a breath? A lot of the time, it's not because we're lacking oxygen, it's because of the buildup of carbon dioxide within our body. Nasal breathing naturally elevates the amount of inhaled carbon dioxide. And while this might sound counterintuitive, it actually trains your body to tolerate it at higher levels, which is beneficial during intense exercise. If you can increase the carbon dioxide tolerance, you can also avoid the risk of things like hyperventilation and helping maintain optimal breathing patterns, which allows for an improved performance on the running track. All right, the fourth thing they speak about is an increased recovery and reduced muscle fatigue. Now, obviously, when it comes to a sport like distance running, part of the challenge is making sure that we're recovered, we're refreshed, we're ready to get back out there and run hard come session time. But one of the problems is so many of us are still fatigued from the sessions. So number 4 is to improve the recovery and reduce muscle fatigue. Breathing through the nose during exercise can help maintain a balanced oxygen to carbon dioxide ratio in the blood. So this balance actually reduces the production of lactic acid and mitigates muscle fatigue, leading to faster recovery between training sessions and competitions. So if you prioritize nose breathing, the athletes who do it help accelerate their own recovery to be able to perform more efficiently, more consistently, at closer to their best performance. Number 5 is beneficial to on the track and also off the track, and that is enhanced mental focus and the ability to be able to relax. You might have heard the expression, he's just a mouth breather. Why is it that mouth breathing is correlated with stress and anxiety and anger and frustration? There's something that you and I know about the way that we breathe when we're relaxed versus how we breathe when we're tense. So athletes know the importance of mental focus, the composure during competition. Nose breathing activates our parasympathetic nervous system, which induces a state of calm and relaxation. If you can practice nasal breathing, you can get into a flow state, reduce anxiety, and improve mental performance, especially during high-pressure situations. This mental advantage can be a huge key in unlocking and breaking through your performance standards of your past. The final one is a mitigated risk of respiratory issues. So for athletes prone to exercise-induced asthma and other respiratory problems, nose breathing offers significant benefits. For example, it can act as a natural filter which both warms and moisturizes the air before it hits your lungs. Cold air can be real triggering with exercise-induced asthma. So if that air can be filtered, can be warmed, and can be delivered at a higher quality to the lungs, the impact of that air is going to have far more of a benefit on our body and our ability to maintain our effort levels for longer. Before you go, would love to hear in the comments, have you tried it? Have you practiced it? Was it beneficial? How long did it take to see some improvements? It's really helpful to know about athletes who have applied this and had breakthroughs in their athletic performance as a result. Would love to hear from you. If that was helpful, guys, give it a like. Make sure you subscribe. Got new videos like this coming out every single week. But for the time being, check out the resources I've linked in the description below. Happy training, and I'll see you all here again next week.